we go. So the passion that I said has started a couple years ago is a project called More Than Music, and it's now the company that I run. He talked about the ease of an entertainment visa, and an investor's visa is equally exciting and fun. Managed to get myself kicked out of the country before I got back here, so welcome back everybody. What do we do? I think the best summation I ever heard is we are the Netflix of live music. Thank you for that one. We've set up a membership system to live music in Tokyo. Currently we run weekly events, so we do 4 to 6 events every month, and then the members can come to pretty much every event for free, and then depending on some deals, discounts to the rest of what we do. We plan to build mass over time, but besides the events, we've also been building a pipeline behind the scenes with media, labels, and just people in the music industry, and we want to combine these two things together to help artists like Robert and Josiah to go from like semi-pro to fully pro levels of careers. Now, why I think we can do this is basically what we do with More Than Music and the membership system is leverage 4 different parties in the music industry and try to help them meet each other's needs. Currently, the parties that I'm talking about are venues, audience, artists, and support staff. They all need each other, but currently they don't meet each other's needs. For example, venues, they need customers. They need people through the doors to buy drinks, sell tickets. However, very few of them are branded to have their own audience bases. In Tokyo, it's all about booking bands and booking promoters who bring their audience to the venues. On the flip side though, because the venues rent out to anyone who has the money to pay for it, there's no standard of quality, no standard of genre. So people are looking for music, don't know where to go. They don't know where to find their scene. As I said, it's 2 parties, they need each other, but they're not meeting each other's needs. This, along with other unmet needs, are where we see the opportunity for More Than Music. And we believe that building a strong brand that people can trust for reliable, fun entertainment, combined with a membership system, can leverage the parties together so that they can all benefit. In talking about this with the membership, like we do curation. We have a 3-person team who searches for music and tries to find really quality acts. Hopefully you like what you see today. I think pretty good, yeah? Yeah. And through the curation, we help fans follow the scene and follow the quality acts. Not everyone has the ability to look through hundreds or thousands of bands. There's literally 1,000 venues in Tokyo alone with 3-4 bands playing every night. So we ease the ability to find information that's useful. The membership provides a benefit in giving a lot of value at a cheaper price. And it also creates an ease to explore new music. And what I think is most important is it develops a community where the fans can interact with and be a part of. While we do this and grow a fan base, what it means is we're building a revenue stream that we can directly use to fund support staff, photographers, videographers, even people in PR and tour management. By being able to fund them directly, we can support them in their desire to help out artists that they love and want to see develop and grow before the bands are large enough to fund themselves. As all of this is happening, we're building an audience base, and it's not just for the bands themselves, but for the venues. These fans are coming through the doors, they're having a good time, but they're also spending money at the venues, so the venues also get to win. And this is how I see everything coming together, where they can kind of really benefit off each other. So setting all this up obviously came with its struggles. Maybe unlike you guys, I am not a tech person. So adapting technology was the first hurdle. This is where I had to do a lot of research because taking online membership systems and combining them with an offline, in-person events is not that common, so there's no readily available SAS for that. If any of you are looking for ideas, I would buy it in a heartbeat if you have something good. So we did a lot of research. We settled on Shopify. It gave us a good platform, especially if we ever want to do merchandise. But they have third-party apps, and we managed to hack something together that I think works really well, and we managed to launch our new website at the beginning of this year. The second hurdle that we face is obviously buy-in and convincing people to listen to our ideas. I think it's very hard to convince somebody to look at the world in a different way. And our leverage here was, we've been doing this for years. It was a passion project. I did it as a hobby for a while. And we built trusting relationships. These guys listened to me way too long, honestly. I'm sorry for the late nights. And some of the venues as well really took ear to what I was saying. And even if they don't understand the idea completely, they trust in me and our team right now, and they're giving us the opportunity to try what we're doing. And then the final hurdle has been Corona. Obviously, a pandemic that's asking everybody to stay inside and avoid people is not the best when your entire life is about gathering people together to enjoy their time together. We lost a lot of friends and a lot of people in the music industry, honestly, like connections that we had that we love to work with. But I'm a very stubborn person, surrounded by more stubborn people who have probably all been told arts is not where you go for a career. But we're still here, and what you do when things are difficult is you just acknowledge the situation and you look for what you can do in the ever-changing environment. For us, what that meant is we fleshed out our business plan. I went to school again, not publicly, but I sat on the computer all day, every day, researching how to build a website and backends, and I'm still very not knowledgeable, but a bit better than before. So that's how I kind of moved forward during the time of Corona. And where does all this work leave us? Like, is it worth the struggle? And I would say yes. We launched the new website at the start of this year. And besides launching the website, we were able to come back to doing events. Like, obviously due to Corona, our approach is different. We do limited audience, masks, alcohol, all the safety measures that are being asked. And we actually had 6 sellout shows in a row when we relaunched and did it safely, and have continued every week, even through the 5th, 6th, 10th state of emergency. So good on us for that one. We also launched the founding membership trial system. We wanted to test it so we could fix all my errors on the back end of the website. And without promoting, we already have 15 people who signed up. They've been giving us a lot of feedback, and it's been incredibly useful. We updated the website as we're going along, and honestly, the feedback has been great. People are coming out almost every week from the membership sites, and they think the value is much higher than what we're charging, so we're pretty excited for our official launch. And that's where we're at right now. To go from where we're at to what's next. This handsome guy. Oh man. Takes my breath away.
Calm down.
All right. So what's coming up? Like, obviously we want to build mass and onboard people who are really interested in our concept. But besides that, we have 3 major projects we're working on. Now that everything's working, our goal is to turn everything bilingual. First starting with the website and then moving on to our social media and every campaign that we do. Our goal is to create an international atmosphere and culture, but we don't want to be exclusive. We want to be very open to people who speak Japanese only. We are based in Tokyo, so I believe bilingualism is pivotal to what we do. Besides that, after that, we're going to continue expanding international. Pre-Corona, we managed to have our first international tour for the artists we work with, and we want to build off that. Corona kind of stopped that for a bit, but we've been talking with a lot of people, and we continue to push. Our goal is a full-fledged international exchange program of Japanese artists abroad and international artists to Japan. And then finally, educational materials. I feel this is something that's lacking, like in the scene. Like, we've learned a lot trying to build a company, and we'd like to put it together in a packaged way and share it with the artists that we work with. So we want to bundle it together in educational materials and provide it for them. Because I think they're all very active and want to succeed, but a lot of people don't have direction. Unlike a lot of companies, there's no one there to guide you along the way. And hopefully, over the coming years, we'll be able to be that hand. So listen to me. Yeah. Now, there was a lot to learn along the way. First and foremost, I think I'm a blank slate. Might be because I'm not the smartest man in the room, or I still have the ability to learn what UX and UI mean, even at 35 years of age, at a UX UI competition or presentation practice. But one thing that I take away from everything that we've done is we work with a lot of artists and creatives, and maybe some of you are in the same field. And I believe that when you take that approach, if you want to be professional, you have to understand that you are a small business. I think a lot of artists get scared about the idea of business. And it's like, oh no, we don't want to associate with that. But honestly, every musician we see succeed understands that it's not just the art, but everything else around it that helps them get there. So here's a little bit of advice that we try to follow every single day. And the first starts with communication. It should be clear and unambiguous. This is a way to keep healthy long-term relationships and to solve any conflicts that arise. The second is consideration. A lot of people easily get focused on the projects they're involved in, but you're not the only one there. If you want to have projects proceed healthily, especially in the long term, you have to consider all parties involved in the project that you're doing and make sure that there's benefit for everyone that's part of it. Third, we have just take action. I face this sometimes. A lot of the artists we work with, they want to be perfect. And the thing is, you never find it and you never achieve it. So you just have to take action and move in on an idea that you have. Reevaluate, learn from your experiences, and then apply your learnings to be better in your next iteration. And then finally, consistency. This is, again, I think a plague in a lot of the arts is you get really motivated, you do things, and then you stop or you're not really sure where to go next. And I believe that if you want to build a brand or build something that can sustain yourself, you have to be consistent, even when you're not feeling it, to make sure that you're out there connecting with the people who love what you do. So these are 4 things that I would suggest for anybody at any time, honestly. Now, this brings me to the end of my short presentation. I just kind of want to leave with a quote that I enjoy, which is that no success story is a one-man show. I believe that if you want to succeed, you have to find the people that align with you. You have to do your best to take care of them, and then spend your time working together on a shared vision. My name is Justin Sachs from More Than Music, and I just want to say thank you for listening to me.